Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play City Skylines Unmodded series. This is the River Run map, but we're playing on the Nezodam City. I hope everyone's still doing well. I don't think I announced this yet, but I am doing, you know how we do Throwback Thursdays. I'm adding another day. We're gonna do Tinker Tuesday. I wanted to do a Fix It Friday, but that would mean that I would have to finish a project on a Friday, and I wasn't all about that. So we're doing Tinker Tuesday, where we do the do-it-yourself stuff, where we attempt to fix something. It's gonna be a new series in addition to what we have right now. But anyway, let's go over what we did last time. The previous episode, we cleaned up the interchange. It's looking pretty good. That top left-hand part is distributing traffic a bit better. But I think it's high time that we do more zoning, and perhaps we can do another interchange modification. So without further ado, let's begin. For using the landscaping tool, you can smooth out an area with a high slope and a descending slope by right-clicking on the bottom or the top of the slope and then dragging it on the top. That allows for smoother transitions in the road. I wanted to make this other off-ramp from the, at least from the what do you call that, main avenue, to this part of the road that leads to the interchange. So looks kind of weird, but I believe we fix it up a bit more. To look at the slope better, if you put the terrain tool or the terrain map, it'll show you the different layers of the road where you need to be. So I start from the top and then work my way down to the bottom. So you can see the slope getting smoother as I go down. So a viewer pointed out, messaged me that I should make this a little bit, since I was following the organic structure of the roads, that I should make this more organic for the campus area. So I decided to make it a little bit curvy, more natural looking. So thanks for the contact in the social media. I am active on Instagram, from where I was messaged, but I don't seem to post anything about my channel on there, so I appreciate the view. It's probably a sign that I need to reach out more on different social media. But I do have Instagram, Twitter, and the Twitch messaging system. You can do all those. I've been messaging all of those, and I appreciate everyone's help. So I brought back the underground tunnels, which I mentioned in a previous episode I wasn't a big fan of because it hides the cars and how they move throughout the city, which I wanted to see all the cars as they move through the city, but this needed to be done because I didn't want to break up the highway while it was being used. This is how we link the bottom part of the first tile to the second tile. Here's the roundabout. I'm contemplating whether or not to put a section on top, but I don't believe I should. We do some road map. We have a lot of roads. We got 6 total roads going in different 3 different directions. So that's good enough for the roundabout, which has 3 different lanes. So anything more, it's gonna be congested, I believe. And this is how the tunnel is going. It's being utilized, so it's not too shabby. We got garbage trucks going up there. And commercial trucks so far. It's not bad. The offices have a buffering effect. Their buildings shield noise, so I wanted to use them because the commercial district is usually very noisy and noise pollution makes your citizens sick. So some sort of buffer I added in between those with the commercial. Those that live near the commercial is the offices. So the offices really help doing that, if you're wondering. So you saw me looking at the interchange a little bit while I was talking about the other thing, about the, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the offices serving as a buffer. So I was looking at this thing and decided to redo the interchange. This interchange is nicknamed Spaghetti. It used to be the Nessie interchange. There's the first part of the interchange, looking at how it behaves. Not too bad. There's already traffic. They need to optimize this further in the future, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to start on the other side soon. We'll see how it goes. So I decided to put that off-ramp into the avenue underground just because I don't have space. I'm trying to make the direction of the roads face the direction of the avenue. So the right-hand side obviously going left and the left-hand side obviously going to the right. Well, from this point of view. So I'm starting on the other side. We'll see how it goes. This little nub is in the way. Sorry, I think this is Box Clever Gaming's district. Yeah, it is, because the bottom part is X and Y band. Which, if you haven't seen the episode, I strongly suggest that you visit those channels. They are subscribers of mine, or our top commenters in this channel, and I appreciate their support. So this is one of the ways that I think I named the district after them. Wish I could do more, but I don't really have the funds to do so. I'm not sure if I like that circle, but it might stick. I don't know. It looks kind of wonky. I might fix it. There we go. I'm re-examining the interchange. Oh no, I'm changing the type of road that's going through. So yeah, there's already congestion. I might make this a little longer. I think it's because of the bend makes them stop, and the cars are passing by on that lane, so they're waiting for it to free up. There is a traffic light there, so that's one of the things. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this interchange. I wanted to make it look aesthetically pleasing at the same time functional. Let's see. So I did. I think I'm trying to make this part longer. It looks kind of wonky. I'll probably fix this in a future episode, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what to name it. Looks like a figure 8 instead of a trumpet. That looks pretty good. So here I am, I'm checking all the traffic in the area. We're at 90%. I'm doing something right. There's a bunch of red in different target areas, so try to correct that. We'll even delete this segment. Okay, there's still a way for it to go where it needs to go on the other side. It's like a bullet. I don't know what I had in mind for that shape, but looks good. Here we go, we zoned that area. It looks slightly organic, but it takes advantage of the space that we have. And it's randomized enough that makes it nice and random. Yeah, that's the purpose of it. But I don't know if I like that little swivel thing, but I wanted to follow the curve of the, what do you call, whatever interchange that is. So it looks pretty cool. And we're starting to put the services, so I always put the hospital, the police department, and the fire department and disable them, and then I add schools and a park. I usually pair the school and the park. That's one of the tips that I learned. Whenever you plop a school down, so 9 out of 10 times it's safe to put a park next to it. Schools, parks fit together logically. Here I am contemplating putting a path. I actually put the path. I'm pathing at the networks. Sure that walkability is pretty high in the city. Don't want a lot of cars in this area. It's going to be a high traffic area if there are a lot of cars. I'm planning to densely populate this area with high density. Definitely need a bunch of walking to be done, and then water is important too. Gotta follow the road and at the same time not spend too much. There goes zoning so far. It's not too bad. I'm zoning slowly, alternating between keeping in mind that the commercial is quite noisy. So I put the offices in between the commercial and the residents. And here I'm looking at the electricity, making sure that I can connect. And we got the dog park. It's going to be everywhere in the city, dog parks and green power, which is nice. There are so many cemeteries. It's all sad. But we're pretty close to getting 18,000. That I really want as a goal in this playthrough is to get the 18,000. I don't know if we're gonna plop down the crematoriums. That's what's gonna be unlocked at 18,000. Also, I wanted to do a rail station too. So that might be a future episode, but we'll see what we have time for. I am almost approaching the hour mark, though, so it might not be today, but that certainly is a plan. Crematoriums, and then emptying and reclaiming the space that comes from the graveyards. This is the Nelson South that's forever growing. The Nelson South subway line, or not the subway line, the bus line comes from the Melissa Nelson district. You can see my 3 subscribers are down there. Got Box Clever Gaming, X and Y Band, and Melissa Nelson, which are my top commentators or commenters. How do you say that? I don't know. If you do want to be part of this city, that's basically all you need to do. Just, be active. Of course, I can't force anybody to be active, but only be active if you feel like you need to, Great way to show support. And I usually come to your channel and do the same thing. So that's the thing. I have already subscribed to about 200 channels. The artificial intelligence that I wrote visits these pages and autoplays their videos when they're new, and it all runs from my Fire Stick Android thing that I programmed into the AI. So it's a way to help them help people's channels get the viewership. It also sends me statistics on who I watch. That way I can go back and comment. But the quickest way for me to go back to, because I don't always have the time, it's hard to do 200 channels every day. I pick and choose. So I take priority if somebody comments on my thing. It's nothing against anybody who doesn't comment. It's just that it's easier for me to notice you if you alert me with a comment. Okay, enough of that. The game. We're doing another district here, and this could be you. As I mentioned earlier, this could be you. This district is a brand new district. It's obviously really big, so it has to be really Nah, you don't have to be a really active person. The size doesn't matter in this district. It's just that, unless it matters to you, but it's just what I mapped out. I'll probably make it smaller to fit more than one subscriber, but yeah. And here I am decorating the roundabout. My plan is to decorate every roundabout in the city because I wasn't a fan of roundabouts when I was building the city because I thought they were, excuses or some sort of a cheat for solving traffic instead of looking at the real problem. But it's obvious that these do certainly help because even though the cars slow down, the yield to the other cars, it's pretty effective. And we unlock Big City, which means we can do all the crematorium stuff and a bunch of different policies, and we unlock treatment plants and all this nice clean stuff. And I believe I want to add green processing plants. This is a green city, so it's definitely a good milestone. I was concerned about the death care, so we're gonna have crematoriums and we're gonna have the cryogenic facilities. I'm not sure how they work, so I wanted to figure out what they were useful for. If you do have a clue on what they do, just leave a comment below and I'll read it. And we're adding central services like a park. That particular park is from the Paradox. If you have an account and you log in to your Paradox account, you'll get that Paradox Plaza. I don't know if they do that. I believe it might have been the deluxe DLC, to be honest. I haven't been keeping track, but yeah, so I'm adding parks. Everything's gonna go to level 5, and you'll see soon the skyscrapers are gonna get pretty big here. Anyway, this was a pretty exciting episode. We unlocked a bunch of things. It looks like we made some visible progress. Look at all this. This actually looks like a city skyline instead of a town skyline that I had. So definitely made some progress with this city. And I spaced out more of the interchanges for traffic flow, and it looks pretty good. If you have any particular things you want to point out, or if you want to help me out, if I haven't seen something that I overlooked, go ahead and message me. I am active on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I also have a Discord. The links are in my about me in the channel, and I also have it in the description below. Anyway, this is all the time that we have. This is John Nezodam signing out. Like what you see, please consider subscribing to the channel. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you in 3 days. Take care, guys, and remember, you are essential.